Hello stalkers, welcome back. Last week was very interesting. Both DFM and ADX market moved up. It gave us good opportunities to enter and exit so that we can book our profits. Let's start reviewing DFM market index. I'm on the higher time frame, that is weekly chart. So on the weekly chart we are seeing a very positive price action that is bullish. We can see a nice decisive green candle. This is very powerful. On the way up, market broke resistance of 5,896 points. Market also took away 5,958 points. So definitely market is showing strength. We are seeing morning star type of candlestick pattern. From here we can expect more upside momentum. So now is the time where we have to decide and plan where are the resistance zone for the market. Well, first thing first, next resistance is right here at 6,000 to 6,023 points. Once market breaks this area, then we have next hurdle that is at 6,096 points. That was previously also a strong resistance point. Right here, if you see on 27th of October, we saw market started to drop. So this zone will be definitely respected by the market. And once market clears this area, we have swing high that is 6,205 points. So in other words, market have to clear three areas of resistance so that we can see a new high that will be at 6,317 points. Overall, DFM market index on weekly chart is looking very powerful. Let's go down to daily. Here we can see for the last 5 days market has been printing green candles back to back, and that too with good volumes. This is a good indication of positivity, of strength, of bullishness in market. So if at all from here market wants to come down for a small retest, this should not be considered bearish. There should be no panic scenario because market has been moving up from 5,786 points. It has traveled till 5,983. So definitely if at all it comes down for a breather, it would be good. In fact, it would be buying opportunity. Those who missed the stocks when the market was rallying, if at all it comes down, fresh buyers and investors will try to pick up the stocks, which will lift up the prices and the market index as well. So support on the daily chart is 5,958 points. Then we have 5,896. I think market can retest any of these two support zones and go up from here if at all market comes down. Otherwise, market is looking very strong. There are chances it can even hit this area of resistance coming week. Most likely from here, I think correction phase is over. It was pretty painful, no doubt. From here, we are going north, and I think very soon market will break out 6,205 points. This is the weekly chart of ADX market index, that is Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange. Massive green candle on the weekly chart. Finally, after 5 red weeks, it means for more than a month market was down. Obviously this was the recent swing down. Actually market has been climbing down right from this zone, that is 28th of July onwards. We are seeing continuous drop in the market. This was the short sign of relief, and then from here market dropped down, breaking most of the support zones. So obviously since market is reversing and market has also shown strength, breaking out this area of resistance that I had mentioned in my last video, that is 9,929 points. This is a very good indication. This solidifies buyers' control in the market. If at all it comes down, it should be considered a retest phase. This will not be a panic scenario or bearish momentum. So on the weekly chart, definitely market has to break 10,000 points that I mentioned is very crucial. Previously the same zone was strong support. Market went sideways for about a month here, and then finally market broke to the downside. So when market will recover, I think we will face some hurdle here, maybe around 10,000 to 10,100. This is very crucial for the market. And then we have next area of resistance, that is recent swing high. So that is at 10,246 points. Once this zone is taken out, then we have a swing high that is right here at 10,360. And then I'm personally eyeing this zone, that is 10,467 points. Yes, since market is now bullish and looking very positive, we all should look for buying opportunities in the market. Select your stocks carefully and ride the momentum. With this green candle, if at all it comes down to revisit this area, that is 9,815, that is the lowest support for this candle. Even from here, I'm expecting a good momentum to the upside. On the weekly chart, we are seeing buyers are now gaining control, and we can see that market is trying to reverse. Let's go down to daily. From here we can see on the daily chart for the last 4 days, market is climbing up. On the way up, market broke resistance of 9,815, 9,858, 9,929 was also broken in Friday's session. Definitely this shows strength. Bulls are in control. This was my worry because this was the swing low. Market came down and it went up, making a lower high, and from here it made lower low. So I had specifically mentioned about this zone that this can be a hurdle for the market. If at all it reverses, then we may see a drop again. It can come down to visit any of the nearest support zone. In Friday's session, we saw a decisive candle breakout of this resistance. Closing is about 9,929. 9,950 is a good closing. So most likely, I think market should continue climbing up. We have resistance at 10,000 points. As I mentioned, this would be the area that market will be watching very closely. It's a whole number. It's a 5-digit number. So it would be very interesting to see again when the market is hitting this zone, if at all buyers are losing the steam and if sellers are gaining the control. If at all that happens, then I'm not worried. It can come down to visit any of the support zones as I mentioned on the weekly chart. And I would consider this drop as buying opportunity in the market. Overall, on the daily chart, ADX market index is looking very positive, very good. There are chances we may see 10,000 during coming week itself. This is the daily chart of ADNOC Logistics and Services. This is a powerful stock, no doubt. Fundamentally, it's very strong. This is a crucial area or zone for ADNOC LNS, that is 5.70. This zone previously acted as a support. We saw a nice bounce. And at the same time, previously we saw peaks right into this zone. So 5.80, 5.70 is very important for ADNOC LNS. After the breakout, it has revisited this zone, but this is not to be considered as strong support. Because had this been a strong support area, then most likely what we could have seen is it would have retested this area and it would have broken the high or the latest swing high at 6.23 and made a new swing. But that did not happen. That's the reason I'm calling this as a weaker support zone. But anyhow, recently we are seeing after hitting 5.44, we are seeing a nice price momentum that shows buyers are gaining momentum, and at the same time it is breaking out this channel right here, somewhat like this, that it was trading in. And this is the breakout candle right here. So we have a confluence. Number one is obviously this channel's trend line. Number two, our support and resistance zone, that is between 5.70 and 5.80. That was also previously a hurdle. So this is looking very interesting to me. Last candle close is very positive. Look at this massive green candle. Definitely this indicates there is aggressive buying happening in ADNOC LNS. So if at all tomorrow it opens flat or with a gap up, I think this would be a good entry. From here we are again targeting this zone, that is 6.20, 6.15. For stop loss, again let's go down to 30 minutes chart to see what happened during the day. Here we can see a beautiful price action. After the breakout, it came down for a retest, went up, again it came down, and from here in the last session we saw continuous green candle. So I would not be surprised if at all in tomorrow's session there may be some profit booking. Then we have to identify our support zone, that is right here. Price can potentially come down into this pocket, that is between 5.79 and 5.83, and then we should be seeing upside momentum. So plan of action, just in case if it goes up continuously, we should not be missing the move. If it opens flat or with a gap up, we can take small quantities here. We will place our stop loss exactly below this zone, that is 5.79. If it comes into this pocket, we can add more quantities. Again, our stop loss will be same zone. And from here, when it goes up, we can start booking our profits. As I mentioned, target should be around 6.15 to 6.20. So ADNOC LNS is looking very strong, very powerful. I'm expecting good momentum coming week in this stock. If at all there is any drop, I would consider that as a buying opportunity. For more detailed analysis with my stock recommendations, join my YouTube membership. Link is also provided in the description. Thanks for watching. Keep stocking.